Alrighty, welcome back, guys, to City Skylines. This will be episode 16, and oh boy, yeah, we have a really big mess on our hands. In the last episode, not only do you see this long line of cars, but of course, you could see here that basically everybody has abandoned the entire town, um, and we are slowly losing lots of money. 916,000, 920,000. So what we are going to do is we have to now, we're gonna have to play around with the budget. So, um, right now low density is at 9%, and I'm not entirely sure what's going on with these guys, especially over here. Um, let's see, policies. Um, let's see here. We have. I was thinking of taxation. I don't know what I was thinking. Tax raise for low density. We do need a tax raise for high density. Of course, lawmaker. I thought that said lawn maker. A tax raise for offices because it's better than having industrial. Actually, that wouldn't even make sense, I guess. Tax relief for low density, so I think that should be done. And of course, we don't have any low density, so over there in Area 51, um, we could get a tax relief for offices, and then just take out that. And then let's see here. Let's see. Not a high-rise ban. High-tech housing turns home into much cooler, smart homes to raise the land value around them. Slightly to increase the land value. Industrial space planning allows industry to work even more effectively by overlooking a few safety laws. That was the amount of goods. So I think we could get that working on over in there, actually. Industrials. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to come back here. Big business benefactor. Perks for big business. And same with small business. We're not going to have a high-rise ban. But we do have to get working on some of these over here in Demonsta. Okay, so we need a tax relief for offices, tax raise for high density commercial. We're not going to have that because we're going to have a tax relief. Of course, seems like everybody's now. I feel like I'm not losing that much more money anymore. 754. Yeah, seems like it's slowly decreasing. So, within a matter of time, the purge that has come back to our beautiful, beautiful city will kind of come to an end. Of course, seems like this area is mostly abandoned. Oh man, The Walking Dead just absolutely destroyed our town. I still remember when this spot was like super, super busy, and now it's like, low health. They're feeling more sick. So, I mean, I don't know what to do about that, but let's try to take out a loan. 200 million. Let's oh wait, whoops. Nah, we're gonna reject that. So 200,000. Oh, of course. Of course, we can't really pay anything off. So let's just take it. Let's see what that does. Of course, that took us out of debt quite a bit. 911,000. 914,000. So I'm still not doing something right. Dead Men's Paradise. Okay, let's see about this one. Tax relief for offices. We are gonna have a tax raise for high density commercial, or for high density res. for low density. Um, let's see here. Tax raise for low density. Good. We're gonna have high-tech housing. We're gonna have big and small business benefactors kind of going on. So, especially over here in Expo Central, we're also gonna have high-tech housing. We're also gonna have big and small business benefactors and enthusiasts. Of course, I'm not sure exactly if we can even do that. Of course, a lot of people are feeling sick, and it doesn't make sense because now they have a capacity, now that the entire city's... Oh boy, and a building is on fire. Where is it? Ah, oh, okay, it's over here. Alright, oh, so the high school is on fire because everybody wanted to just smoke blunts. You know, I mean, I tried to warn them. I mean, I wish they would have just stopped. It would have been nice if they did, but hey, God forbid. How dare I ask them to just stop. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna do here. Of course, I'm gonna have to just start demolishing so that way they kind of get in here quicker. So of course, we're just kind of cleaning out this entire thing. Unfortunately, we're basically destroying our beautiful, beautiful city. Of course, this big-ass high-rise right here is just abandoned. All of them are abandoned. It's awful. It's really awful, because we spent so much time building up this entire city, and it just basically crumbles before our eyes. Just goes to show you what can happen if, you know, one little thing ain't perfect. But hey, we're gonna build it back up. You know, we've been hit with a tax disaster, and we are going to fix it. Of course, that is a big ass building that everybody wanted to abandon. Everybody wants to abandon these signature looking buildings. Like, these are like, man, it's beautiful. But yet, oh boy. Okay, well, I mean, nah, we're gonna keep projecting. Let's see if we can get 31,000, 31.3, 30.2. Okay, good. So now it's starting to slowly... work its magic. So, I think we're good. I think it's starting to actually fix itself, you know, so long as I, you know, keep destroying all these buildings. These guys are going to kind of build themselves back up. I've kind of given everybody a relief. I mean, I'm not sure why some people were so ungrateful for that. But, hey, look at the name of the city, and you just kind of think to yourself, well, Jesus, I mean, you were kind of asking for it, you know, when you built this city. So, basically that nuke that we were going to talk about, at least we didn't have to destroy this one right here. This is beautiful. We talked about a nuke dropping on the city a while ago, and I guess basically what just happened was that nuke. Yeah, everybody just abandoned us. Remember when we had 60,000 and we built that airport? Basically now, that literally turned into, what, like 20, 25,000 last episode? At the end of the episode. And to think we had all that money, and I guess that all went towards the airport. And unfortunately, everybody did not like it, so they were just like, you know what, get that shit out of my face. And, yep, they all abandoned us, except for between 20 and 25,000 loyal people. So, of course, we're going to get rid of all these buildings so it makes it easier and faster for these guys to move back in. Of course, I still feel bad that, you know, I wasn't necessarily watching all of those little things, you know, a lot better. Bankruptcy alert, we're not taking the bankruptcy alert because I still kind of want to see if I can earn achievements on this game. but like it's not a priority for me. But of course, you know, we're building ourselves back up. We don't need, you know, government assistance. Only people who cry that the government is corrupt need government assistance, and that's one thing I've noticed with some people. Here. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna get all these buildings out of here. Of course, we just basically kicked somebody out of their home. We mistook them for zombies. We shot their families up, thinking that, you know, every last one of them was zombies. But instead, they were just, you know, extras wanting to play on The Walking Dead. They were on their way to the, they were on their way to be, I don't know, test it out to see if they can actually be a zombie or not. But, hey, none of my business, huh? So we should see here, what we should be doing here is we should get rid of this traffic light, and then what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna add a couple of simple off ramps, and we should not have done that because of course now, I mean, traffic does flow a lot better, but I don't have enough money. What I was going to do is add an off ramp coming from here to right here, and then I was gonna have another one going right here to right here, so that way it's almost like a roundabout, but like, you know, it kind of keeps traffic flowing a little bit better. But then again, you know, who cares? Of course, traffic is starting to really pick up. Of course, we have a really long line of traffic going all the way, like, they're starting to stop, like, right back there. And that's just crazy. Actually, no, they're starting to really back up right there. Man, these people love tailgating each other. Holy shit. Of course, this is a multi-lane road, but everybody wants to, like, cut over to the farthest lane. They don't want to just simply, you know, cut over and then merge, but I don't know what that's about. Of course, these are all stopping. I don't know why they're stopping. Like these guys are just getting into crashes with each other. Not sure why, but oh boy, seems like we have to keep destroying some of these buildings. Oh man, this entire city just turned out. It turned out so beautiful, but at the same time, it turned out to be just, oh man. Oh no, we just accidentally kicked somebody out of their home. And, oh man, even right here, this beautiful home right here, along the main street, yeah, they had to get kicked out of their home too. Of course, that is my fault. You know, I should have laid out this city a lot better than I actually did. Of course, we're getting rid of all the lynch operations. We're getting rid of this, that, and everything else. So that way, you know, we don't need all these people having, you know, all these little black market operations happening, you know, throughout the area. Throughout the city, at least. Of course, we're still getting rid of everybody. Oh man, this sucks. And of course, there's people here who want to complain that the taxes are still too high. I don't get it. It still baffles me that, you know, everybody still wants to complain after basically everything, and I just destroyed somebody else's home. I'm just destroying all the innocent people. No, we don't want to accept that bailout, and we just destroyed the power line. But it's okay, because electricity still kind of gets around it. Of course, oh man, look at all of this. Of course, taxes are still too high, so let's just quickly... Let's see what the budget's like. Or the taxes, I meant. Of course, we're at 15%. Let's see what they do at 13. No? They still think that it's too high? They honestly still think it's too high. Okay, so 12? Okay, good. So they're okay with 12. So throughout the city, they're okay with 12 in terms of industrial. So we're gonna get for all high density, or no, low density commercial. No, it would be high density, I'm pretty sure. So 12, we're gonna have 12 for, yep. What is this? High density commercial, okay. So these guys, they still have so many abandoned places throughout, you know, especially Office, or Expo Central, not Office Central. Kind of sounds like Office Depot. But of course there's no such, well, not in this city at least, no such thing as that. Of course we're gonna get rid of these, kind of clean this whole area up for the next people to move in and complain that the taxes are too high. And if they do, I don't care if I am in desperate need of them, I am going to kick them out of my goddamn city. Okay, so we're just kind of kicking everybody out here. All their buildings, they're off somewhere else, actually. They just don't care about the mess that I had to clean up. They didn't want to sit there and blow up their buildings. They didn't want to send that nuke into their buildings. Of course, we would have had a overdemand for that nuke, and that's probably why they all left. They all got very overwhelmed by it. Professor Oak Memorial Street, of course, they had a they didn't get hit too hard by the apocalypse, thankfully enough. I think it's because his lab is right there, and they were safe, you know, during the whole thing. You know, everybody just kind of left, and yeah, everybody was fine. So we basically got, what is this, Pallet Town? Basically, that would be pretty funny if it was Pallet Town. If we just called it Pallet Town. Because I used to play Pokemon when I was little, and that stuff was fun. Of course, I moved on to. I don't think I ever really played the Johto region games. But I think I think I might have. But then again, I did play Ruby and Sapphire, and that was about the most newest Pokemon games that I ended up playing, where they're in the Hoenn region. Now that I think about it, the Hoenn region, it's super funny when you think about it, you know? Why aren't you guys fucking laughing with me? It's super funny. Anyway, so we're just kind of going through Old Town. We're just sweeping up the mess, bombing everybody's buildings, you know, silently and cleanly, well, with cleanliness of some sort, taking out all these houses. And to think it's almost 2040 in this game. By that time, I want to say, oh yeah, I'd be like 40, around a little after 4 years old, in my early 40s. So, okay. We're just kind of cleaning up all this industrial. These guys can have their park back, and I think that's the most fun part of it, you know, seeing that they can have a functioning park without having to deal with people's bullshit. I am running out of money. Yes, I am. Oh boy. I did not look at the money panel for the longest time, and apparently still looks like we're yeah. Take out loans. Of course, we can't even pay back our loan. Of course, that was a horrible idea. So let's see what 17% of a tax raise does. Trying to look at some of these high density residential areas. If taxes are too much, of course, doesn't seem like it is. Of course, we're gonna get 11%. No, let's try 12. See if these guys. It doesn't look like anybody's complaining so far. So, looks like we're gonna try to get that money back. Yep, seems like we're starting to get it. Weekly income is coming down now from the negatives, which is good. Of course, everybody still wants to sit here and sit at this intersection. Not entirely sure why, but, you know, it really beats me why they would want to, but, let's see here. Okay, so, citizens are sick, so that's basically one of our main problems besides that. Seems like we've gotten about 10,000 more people back into our city, but we are slowly but surely getting everybody back in. Of course, not entirely sure. Oh, Oak Street. That's nice. That's very nice. Somebody here is complaining that the taxes are too much. What is this? High density residential. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take it down to 16. Okay. So everybody's not complaining about how much it is anymore. So it does look like we're going to up. Looks like that weekly income's coming back up. So we're gonna let's see about offices. So let's see, reject. I really wish I could do something for these guys, but it won't let me, you know? Not enough water. Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you because I can't get any water going through there. It really sucks. It really, really does. Not enough money. Okay. Well, I mean, I wish I knew what to tell you. It's a sad thing, to be honest, to see this entire city just go before the blink of our eyes. Well, in a blink of our eyes. Not enough goods to sell. Well, I mean, I don't want to have to knock you down because you seem like one of the more beautiful buildings in our town. Of course, people here they're playing basketball. There's a couple people on the side there. They're cheering them on and smoking their blunts. That guy, he just did the most savage slam dunk that could ever have been done. He just did it again. Oh wait, no, he missed. But you know, this guy's straight up savage. Those people on the sidelines, man, they're just smoking their blunts like it's nothing. Of course, these guys think that taxes are too high, so we are going to take it down a notch. 14. Okay, they seem to not like that, so 13. Okay, so they're okay with 13. Excuse me. Mega shopping center. So this is high density commercial. So let's see here. How about 11? No? 10? 9? 8? 7? How about 1%? Is that still too high for you? Oh my god. That is the most... This guy's a straight up fucking savage. Holy shit. These people want to sit here and complain that 1% tax is too much. Are you kidding me? You're actually going to sit here and say that. 13% tax. Okay, so let's see. Oh my god. What's going on here? What's going on here? High density residential. So let's see here. Let's see about 13. Let's see about 14. Let's see about 15. 16. Oh, they don't like 16, so we're going to take it back down to 15. Of course, people don't always like being, you know, cheated out of as much money as possible. Prudence Insurances, I'm pretty sure it's an actual company. I could be wrong. Or, I think it's called Prudent. I'm not entirely sure. But, taxes are too high, so for offices, we are going to get a give them a bit of a tax relief. We're going to take it down 1%. So it doesn't seem like anybody's really even complaining about taxes anymore. We are going to get rid of some of these buildings. And you know, hope for the best. You know, here's hoping that they could still kind of bring themselves back into the oh, okay. Alright. Well, that's nice. We gained 10,000 people, and then we lost them 10,000 people. Here's the problem. Taxes are way too high over here in the low-density residential areas. Of course, 13% is too much, so 12% really did it for them. There we go. There we go. Seems like we got that flow going back up. Seems like everybody's joining back in. So, okay. So, not enough goods to sell. There's nothing I can really even do about that, but just, you know, hope and pray that the city kind of rebuilds itself. I think it's a good thing that this happened, because we might end up saying, you know, goodbye to the city soon, and we might end up playing something else, so you could leave your suggestions down for a secondary series down below, and I could definitely, you know, take a look at it for you, and maybe we can even do it. I think that would be nice. You know, you guys kind of control what I play, you know, for this channel. I know this channel's kind of dead, and there's really even no point in me even bothering with running it. That kind of sounded weird. Cozy residents, they're not cozy because taxes are way too high. So let's get tax, let's just lower it to 10, because I know that'll probably end up getting, there we go. I think that's going to get more people to join in. They're going to be like, oh, 10% tax, why not? Here, let's get them out of here. Of course, like I was saying, you know, we're going to try to get into another series. I want you guys to be able to control what I do on this channel. But yeah. It's not like me to remember what I was actually talking about like a minute ago. I'm one of those people who could say something and then somebody wants me to repeat it. It's like I completely forget what I said just like a minute ago. And this is beautiful here. Oh my god. Do we really have to destroy it? Okay, fine. Okay. Okay. Then we got this futuristic, you know, this post-apocalyptic futuristic house. That one's also beautiful, but we gotta destroy it. I think it was the Robin residence who was down living in this area. Let's see if, oh, no, not that. Dean residence, the Cozy residence, the Daffodil residence. It seems like I think it was the Robin residence that was like between here or like over here. And they had to put up with everybody's ricers, you know, just kind of giving everybody shit. So let's see here. Station wagon. Okay, so neither of the ricers are in this area. At least as far as I could see. Of course, those ricers, by this time, they're probably, like, you know. Oh, man. Those ricers are probably just sitting in somebody's backyard, just rotting. So, okay, so it looks like we gained those 10,000 people back. We lost them, or we gained them. We lost them. We gained them. Then we lost them again. Now we regained them. But I'm not gonna try to confuse myself too much because of my tiny ass brain. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of these buildings. They're just cluttering our beautiful, beautiful city. And here we go. Just trying to get all these, you know, trying to get all these buildings out of here. Unfortunately, it's what we have to do. Even though I don't like it. I did notice, you know, I'm only really deleting them because I did notice, nope, we're rejecting it. I noticed that that people do end up moving into abandoned buildings, but it does take them a little bit longer than usually people who oh boy, I just deleted somebody was living there and I mistook them for a zombie. Of course, it's never what you want to do. And okay, there we go. And of course, got the botanical garden, which is very beautiful, right behind. Yeah, this is basically what we've got behind the botanical garden. Not a nice view of the ocean because of all these like weird solar-powered thingies. I mean, they look kind of cool themselves, not gonna lie, but the placement of this water treatment facility is, you know, it's not that great. So, let's see here. We got 36,000 people back. We got 36,000 people living in our city now. Citizens are sick. We're 2 million in debt. I do not know how to get that back. That's crazy. 43,000. Let's see here. 44,000. 44,813. 44,007. Okay, so it's slowly decreasing. It keeps fluctuating for God knows whatever reason. I just don't get it because, I mean, they got hospitals all over the city. I just don't. If somebody can help me out here, I would really appreciate it. Like, it doesn't make sense because there's like major hospitals within like a half a mile of each other, and yet people are like, oh, well, citizens are sick. There's not enough. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. I do not know what to do here. Like, why are people doing this? This is weird. I don't get what people are trying to do here. It doesn't make sense. Everybody's still... Oh boy. Oh boy. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna destroy all this. Try to get all these cars going back up. Although it's not doing a whole lot. Of course, everybody's starting to just delete themselves. They're just doing a controlled delete, you know, of themselves. And it does not look good. Everybody's coming in through the airport, and ever slowly but surely, they're all just trying to get into the city again. So, there's another wave of beautiful people that are going to be coming into the city. They weren't even parked up against that. But who cares? Reject. Now we're gonna watch this take off. Right into the building. Oh, never mind. Of course. Oh, can't even see it. It just flew upwards into oblivion. The crime rate is high, so I'm not sure what I can even do about that. Of course, that has to sort itself out. The crime rate is only at 6%. You know, it's ridiculous that, you know. I mean, I should have gotten one down here. It would have helped, but of course, we don't have any money. It keeps on raising itself. I'm not entirely sure how to fix this, so I guess this will be part 1 of the tax apocalypse. Or the Taxopolis. Or no, Taxopolis, that doesn't sound right. I'll think about it. What we shall call it. But, of course, what you see is what you get. And, you let a stupid person play games like these, you're gonna get really stupid results. Of course, oh boy. We just got all these houses, or no, not houses, but, I think that all this is high density residential, and a good chunk of them are abandoned. I almost deleted the street by accident. That would have been, oh boy, and I did not mean to do that. Of course, this is slowly coming down? Is it? Please tell me it is. No. Not what I wanted it to do. But, of course, it's what we gotta do. Let's see here what we can get here. Get out of here. So we're gonna delete some of those. We still have to delete some of these. Oh god, I need to look better. I need to stop that because it's really ruining my city. But it's okay because I've already ruined this entire city. But we are going to rebuild it, and it is going to be oh so beautiful. Of course, it's going to look a little bit the same, but of course, we're going to have more life coming back into this city. I thought that the city was unstoppable, and it looks like the taxes basically just drove everyone away. Kind of reminds me a lot of, you know, the area I live in. Of course, you know, people don't always like the taxes, the high taxes for such a shitty looking area. And of course, everybody just wants to up and abandon it, but it's a wonderful life. You know, you get to see all these good malls, all these good places, you know, they just suddenly die off. And why? It's because, you know, we live in such a weird, you know, live in such a dirty, you know, impoverished area. Of course, it's not like a big city or anything that we're living in, that I live in at least. Of course, let's get rid of these, but of course it does, you know. I guess the fact that, you know, we don't have 1 million people, you know, living in our city, living in our area, you know, it just takes its toll because there's not usually enough people to shop. Of course, you know, it seems like this area is starting to get fixed. Capacity, average health is at 34%. I still remember when we had it at like 96%, I think. Oh man. Wow. Of course, we're slowly gaining people. Okay, there we go. Yep, 289. Now it's gonna raise. Oh, never mind. Went down. Okay, well, looks like it's slowly building itself back up, so, of course, I'm gonna possibly end the video right here. We're gonna get a nice scenic view of what the city looks like. Even though, you know, it looks like it's The Walking Dead. Of course, the tax apocalypse, or whatever it is, tax doomsday, whatever we're gonna call it. Of course, here in Old Town, it didn't. It actually did. I was about to say it didn't, but it actually did hit Old Town pretty hard. So, all right. Well, we're gonna delete a couple more buildings, and then we're gonna end the video right here. So, let's see if we still got that metro kind of running up. Yep, we still do. So a lot of people. We need it if we can salvage, you know, some money on the city. What we need to do is add a couple lines going from here and then maybe like into here, because that would help a lot. Of course, we're gonna get a nice view over here from Office Central, at least what's left of it after our apocalypse. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. Be sure to share it with your friends. Tell them all about how I just ruined this entire city. Yeah. Subscribe if you haven't already, because there will be more content being put out. We're kind of close to possibly another series, so just keep that in mind, guys. Let's go over here and just watch traffic kind of flow. Alrighty. Well, guys, I guess I'll just end it right here.